So hi out there in FlossTube land, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. I made it back home today after being in Berlin, Ohio, which is Amish country here in Ohio, at Camp GottaStitch. My local needle workshop, Cross My Heart, here in Columbus, Ohio, hosts a stitching retreat every year around this time, like late October, early November, up in Berlin, Ohio, which is Amish country. And they host a 3-day stitching retreat for up to about 65 people. And for the last 2 years I've gone. So I went last year as my first time, and this year was my second time at retreat. And it was a ton of fun. There was about 60 of us there, and we had a blast talking and stitching and laughing and just having a good old time. So this is going to be my camp synopsis update video, and just kind of wanted to come and show you a lot of the stuff we got at camp, and just to kind of show you the finish that I had at camp and just everything that we got. So it was a lot of fun. It was in Berlin, Ohio. We were at the Berlin Encore Hotel, and it was a new hotel for us this year. We're going to move back to the Berlin Grand Hotel, or Berlin Grande Hotel, however you say it, which is kind of about 1.5 miles away from where we were this weekend. But the hotel was really nice. The facilities were pretty good, and it was just a general really nice, fun downtime retreat. I got lots to show you, so let me show you, kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek. So we got these bags, these little shopping bags. They were folded up into a nice little pouch. So this bag actually folds up into this little itty bitty pouch right here. And you can put the pouch in your purse and hang it. It's got a carabiner, so you can hang it on your purse. But it folds up into that little pouch. And everybody was keeping all their kits and stuff that was given to us over the weekend in this shopping bag. So, let me see if I can find it. I think I showed you a little snippet of the first kit that we got that a couple of us finished on Friday night. It was the little spool, the little thread spool with the stitched Ada around it with the bobbin of thread, the little scissors, and the button, and it had orange ribbon to hang from and stuff. So let me see. I was showing my mom some of the stuff in here, so all of this is just kind of mixed up. So I'm going to kind of have to kind of go through it with you. No, that's not it. That's not it. Anyway, so we'll kind of get through the bag here in a bit. So before I get into that, though, I do want to show you my finish. So I had started hands-on Year of Celebration November before I went to camp last week, and I believe is when I started it. And before I went to camp, I had started on the word November right in the middle, and I had EMBR done. And part of the pilgrim's jacket and pants that's right under the end of November. So, I'm going to show you the finish, but I have a little story to kind of go with this. So here is November, and I finished this at camp Sunday night. So I didn't start this at camp, but I finished it at camp on Sunday night. So November is finished. Now all I have to do is fully finish it, like I've done all the rest, and hang it up on my wall. I'm hoping to have this fully finished before Friday, because as you know, I fly out to California Friday afternoon. So anyway, November is finished, so I just have to iron it and fully frame it. Now I have a little story with this. So before I went to camp, I had EMBR stitched, and part of the pilgrim's jacket and his pants. Okay, if you notice, this is kind of over to the left a little bit. And here's the story with that. So I had stitched EMBR in the center. So EMBR was actually more over here. Well, what I didn't realize was that I had started stitching his jacket and his pants too far to the left over here. I was stitching it wrong. I didn't realize it. So most of the evening Friday, And most of the day Sunday, I was working on this whole section down here. I got all of this stitched. Then I was working on November because I was hoping to actually try and get this done Saturday night. So I had got the O and V done, and I was working on the N. I had the N mostly done when I realized the N was ending over the L and the E and not over here above the acorns like it should, according to the pattern. And that's when I realized that I had stitched all of this stuff down here too far over to the left. See, it should have been under the B-E-R. I had it under the E-M-B. Yeah. Or the V-E-M-B. Yeah. So instead of frogging all of these colors down here, I just frogged the word November, moved it over to where it should be based on this stuff, so it's a little off center. You see there's more fabric on this side than there is on this side. And I stitched November, and I got all the rest done. Look at that little white pumpkin on there, you guys. The little white pumpkin is cute. I did the acorns, and then the leaves, the pumpkin, and the hat. The hat was the last thing I finished up. Right before we ate dinner last night, the only color that I had left to finish was the black in the hat. Onyx. That's the color that was used, is onyx. So right after dinner I finished up, and I got to ring the bell for a finish. So I did finish Hands-On Design Year of Celebrations November. I don't know when I'm going to stitch December because I only have 2 or 3 days left. I think I just kind of want to take a break from stitching these for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to travel to California with it. It's a small project, but I just don't know if I want to travel with it. Mainly because when I get to my mom's house, we've got a lot of rearranging of boxes and stuff to do. The movers come on the 12th. I fly out on Friday. Saturday we're going to be moving stuff that's in the way of the movers out of the way, put stuff that we're taking with us in the moving truck kind of in the closets and stuff away from, you know, to try and get out of the way of the moving company. Tuesday, the 12th, the moving company comes, and yeah, it's Tuesday the 12th, the moving company comes, and we also get the Penske truck that we're going to use to haul the rest of his stuff back that we're not having the moving company take. And also on the 12th or 13th, the towing company will come to pick up Mama's car. Now, Mama's car is going to be shipped back to Ohio, so we don't have to worry about towing it behind the moving truck, or, you know, one of us driving the truck and one of us driving the car. We don't have to worry about that. So it'll take the car 5 to 8 days to get to Ohio. So, you know, there's a chance, there's a chance that the car, Mom's car, will actually make it back to Ohio before we do. But anyway, so we get the Penske truck also on the 12th. So on the 12th and 13th, Mom and I will be trying to get the Penske truck packed with the stuff the moving company isn't taking. And then hopefully on the 14th, we'll be finished and we can jump in the truck and head on our merry way and get out of California. We're taking southern route, so we're actually going through New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, and then kind of coming up that way. We're going to avoid the Rocky Mountains and all that stuff because of the snow. They get kind of bad snow, and we'd rather not have to drive that way in a moving truck. So that's the plan. I don't know. Again, I don't think I'm going to be taking December with me. I might just take a couple of Mill Hill kits because those are easy to work on in a car or in a truck situation. Mom's probably going to be taking the early shift of driving the truck. I'm going to take the late shift because I'm better at driving at night. So, you know, we can kind of stay on the road. And the further east we come anyway, it's going to get darker quicker. So, yeah. Looking forward to that. Next week is going to be a crazy week. And hopefully by the 19th or 20th, Mom and I will be back at my house here in Ohio. So I also don't know how much filming I'm going to do. I may try and just take little snippets and pictures. Oh, goodness. And show you some of our trip along the way. But, yeah, so we have that. So, at the end of this, I will be showing attaching some pictures and some little video snippets that it took over this weekend, so you can kind of see what camp was like this weekend. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I'm kind of glad it's over. I'm kind of sad that it's over, because I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. But anyway, without further ado, I will go through the shopping bag of plenty that we got from camp this weekend. Okay, let me go ahead and put my Hands-On Design November back in my project bag. But yes, Hands-On Design November is done. Yay! So the last one I have to do is December, and then I'm all done with this series. Alright. Okay. Alright, so just to show you, there's actually something I want to look at first. So here is the camp brochure that we got when we showed up for camp. This year's camp was called Stitch 22. This was the theme. So the little blurb down here at the bottom of the booklet states, Catch 22. It's a dilemma or difficult circumstance from which there is no escape because of mutually conflicting or dependent conditions. Kind of like when you are deciding if you have to rip out a mistake or stitch around it. So their whole thing was Stitch 22. The theme was kind of a basically stitching supply type of thing of sorts. You know, things that you would utilize while you're stitching, like scissors and needle fobs and needle books and you know, all kinds of different things like that. One of them was Ort jars. So I had actually submitted 8 Ort jars this weekend, and one of the ladies from the shop was actually nice enough to print me out some stickers, the Stitch 22 logo right here, for the jars, and they went home with people as door prizes this weekend. So hopefully everybody out there, if anybody from camp is watching and you were one of the lucky ones to get one of the Stitch 22 Ort jars, you're very welcome. I hope you use it. Just let us know. You know, keep me in touch and let me know how you like it. Or if you gifted it to somebody, let me know how they like it. Or if you've repurposed it for something, great. You know, just let us know. But I hope you like the Stitch 22 Ort jars, and you're very welcome. I had 8 of them, and they went on each of the 8 tables for the stitching room today. So, in the booklet, you know, they kind of give you just general information about camp, what the tentative schedule was like. They also kind of give you who was there at camp. There's somebody I wanted to look up. And no, it doesn't look like she was there. Okay. Now, I do have to say, Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher, was at camp this weekend. Hi, Vanna. I hope you had fun. It was nice to see you again. And I'm hoping that we'll see you again next year. And hopefully I'll get to talk to you a little bit more. Your cookies were awesome, by the way. Vanna Pfeiffer, in case you don't know her, you don't watch her, she spent a good chunk of last week making cookies. She brought in chocolate chip cookies, which are really excellent, and these awesome frosted pumpkin sugar cookies. And they were awesome, you guys. Thick and moist. Really good. Give me just a minute. So, it's a little crumbly, the thing. The top is a little crumbly, but this is the frosted pumpkin sugar cookie that Vanna made to go to camp. She brought these to camp for everybody to have. It was really good. Really, really good. So, then, anyway, back to the booklet. You know, it just kind of tells you different events that are going on at Cross My Heart over the next few months. Gives you maps to some of the locations in the area. This past weekend, there was a quilt shop hop going on. So all the quilt shops, all the Amish quilt shops in the area and fabric shops were having like big to-dos. So it was a very busy weekend in the area. There was also a wedding on Saturday going on at the hotel that we were at, so that was really busy too. But in here, you know, they kind of give you 8 tips for beginners, different things you can do to improve your stitching, you know, and some of the different events that are going on at the store here in Columbus, and different little games that you can fill in. Like the Nightlight Stitch groups, that's the one that I go to on Wednesday night at Cross My Heart from 6 to 9 p.m. It just gives you more information about that. And then you have your order form. This is my order form. Basically, we had an open, kind of an open shop where you could go and browse the tables of stuff for sale and pick up the stuff that you wanted in case you needed it that weekend, or, you know, if you just wanted to take it home. You write it down in your book, and on Saturday night or Sunday, you can check out your orders. And then just more information about camp and a little cartoon in the back. So, when we first walked in, alright, so I'm going to dig some of this out. You'll hear me rustling. I'm just trying to get it a little more organized so I can do the video for you a little better. So we got lots of free kits to work on this weekend. The free kits were part of the camp theme. And as you can see here, if you see all these are free kits that we got this weekend. And our camp registration helped pay for this. This is what I was looking for. So in our welcome bags, the welcome goodie bags usually have snacks and stuff to kind of get you through the weekend, and 2 little bottles of water. And this video today is coming to you thanks to Cinnamon Coke. I found some Cinnamon Coke. This stuff is really good, you guys. I just found it tonight, and this is my first can of it. I like it, so I give it a thumbs up. So my video today is coming to you via Cinnamon Coke. It's pretty good. So this little kit here, Stitch and Spool, was in our welcome bag. And it came with an Ada, because you have to cut it on the double-sided tape, the wooden spool, the ribbon, the floss, and the button. And basically you stitch the little motif down here, which is a button, pair of scissors, and a bobbin of floss, and then you use the double-sided tape to wrap it around the wooden spool, and you make the little ornament. So this other lady and I, at my stitching table, on Friday night, we both finished our little spool. So we got to ring the bell. At Camp GottaStitch, if you have a finish, you get to ring the bell. And this year's bell was a cowbell. So anytime anybody got up or finished a project, they were encouraged to get up and ring the bell. Everybody in the room would clap and cheer, and you get to show off your piece, and everybody would ooh and on, oogle over it. But I finished my first little kit Friday night, which is the Stitch and Spool. So that was the first kit that we got this weekend. Now these other kits that I'm going to show you aren't necessarily in order on how we got them, but you'll see a theme here pretty soon. But I just need to take a little bit of time to get this out. They also had a free table, so I will kind of, okay, so those are my purchases. Free. Alright, so I will actually go through the kits first. Alright, so one of the other kits we got, one of the ladies that works at Cross My Heart, her name is Emily Van. She has her own design company called EJV Designs, and she designed this sewing block for us. So the sewing block, there's also this little teeny spool of thread button that you can attach to it. But we got the floss and the fabric. At camp, when you register for camp, they'll ask you if you prefer linen or Aida. And every year they make up the right amount of linen and Aida kits. So if you specify in your camp registration that you're an Aida stitcher, all your kits for the weekend at camp will include Aida fabric. If you select linen, all of your kits for the weekend will include linen fabric. I'm a linen stitcher, so all of my kids included linen. So for this sewing block thing, you get the floss, the skeins of floss. Because there's a lot of gray, they give you a full skein of gray, and then the enough of the thread colors you need for it to actually do the pattern. So that was one of the kits that we got this weekend. It's the sewing block by EJV Designs. Now, all of this stuff was included in the cost of registration. So this makes kit number 2 for the weekend. Okay. So now we're on to kit number 3. Now, these aren't exactly in the proper order. So, Stitch 22, as I read in the little blurb, is a dilemma between whether or not if you make a mistake, whether or not you frog it or you stitch around it. So this weekend's theme, per se, is Stitch 22, and it kind of revolves around different things you need to stitch, or different tools that a lot of us stitchers have. So this part design was courtesy of Hot House Petunia, who is actually a designer in the Columbus area, and she is also a customer at Cross My Heart Ltd. So the theme is peacock, and the colors were peacock for this year. So she designed this cute little pattern that is it's a little teeny scissor pillow fob and a scissor sheath. So basically we get to stitch the scissor sheath and fold it up and then use the fabric in the kit to finish it off. And this was the fabric that was selected for it. Beautiful little backing fabric. This is the backing fabric for the little scissor fob pillow. And then this is the backing fabric and felt for the scissor sheath. So this would be like the inside fabric for the scissor sheath. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Now you'll see a theme with this. You'll see this fabric in a couple of the other kits that we got this weekend. So we have the scissor sheath and we have the little scissor fob, little pillow that goes on it. All right. So that was kit number 3 for the weekend. Just trying to keep it all together. So that was kit number 3. All right. Now kit number 4. This was really cute. This is a design by the Blue Flower. It was a Market 2019 free chart. Stitcher's Gonna Stitch. So we got this kitted up for us. Stitcher's Gonna Stitch. The difference is they charted ATT or TTA so we could change it to Stitcher's GottaStitch because it's Camp GottaStitch, and they also stitched in the Camp GottaStitch name and theme and year, so we can add that to our piece. But we got the fabric and the floss to do that. So we have the fabric, which is just the typical fabric. So we have Stitcher's GottaStitch, and then we have the flower, or the threads. So the skirt in it is done in Threadworks Shanghai Nights, and it's a beautiful variegated. It's like reds, blues, and tans. Reds, blues, and tans. Look at that variegation on that beautiful, beautiful thread. Just absolutely beautiful. A couple of the ladies were working on this weekend, and it was beautiful. It looks like it's going to work up really quick. I'm excited to get started on this. So I believe that was kit number 4. Yes, that was kit number 4. Stitcher's GottaStitch. Okay. All right. Kit number 5. Okay. This is an Erica Michaels design. This is called the Needleberry. Permission is granted to retailers to use for classroom, retreat, and or promotional purposes. So, being that this is a stitcher's thing, like a stitching gadget theme, we got the pattern and everything to stitch the Erica Michaels Got Needle Linenberry. It's the Linenberry pattern, not the Silkberry pattern. It's the Linenberry pattern, but we got the fabric and threads. So, you know, this is kind of peacock. It's a pale blue, a pale green, a pale yellow, and like a white. This is in Weeks Dye Works colors: Periwinkle, Ivy, Lichen, and Grits. Those are the colors. Okay. But, so we got that, and we got the Got Needles. I will show you this. The Got Needles Linenberry pattern from Erica Michaels. Okay. So that would be kit number 5. 2, 3. This is kit number 5 that we got. Kit number 6 is, so this is a design by Firehouse Originals. Firehouse Originals is a designer by the name of Carol Grant. Carol is one of the owners of Cross My Heart here in Columbus, and she had created this design for us. It's called A Collage of Stitches, designed by Carol Grant, 2019 for Fireside Originals. The model is stitched on 32 count Silver Moon Belfast linen, but can be done on 16 count Aida as well. The design area is 82 by 82. It uses a spiderweb rose, a blanket stitch, alternating scotch, a herringbone stitch, the scissor picture corners, how to attach a picture. We're using like satin stitch corners. Smyrna crosses, Rhodes crosses, upright crosses, and a rice stitch. So it's like just a little sampler of stitches. It's really cute. It's going to be really pretty. I can show you like maybe like that a little bit. But anyway, so it gives you the instructions on how to do the various stitches, which is really kind of nice. And we got the threads to do it. These are all done in Threadworks. So here is the color palette for the thing. It's kind of muted pastels. Like DMC 451 is kind of like that smoky brown. Threadworks 1020 is blues and greens. Threadworks 1022 is shades of greens and tans. Threadworks 10810 is pinks, shades of pinks. Threadworks 1122 is shades of tans and greens. Threadworks 1144 looks like pinks, very pale pinks and very pale green, or like an off-white. And Threadworks 1156 are like either mauves and greens or browns and greens. So anyway, it's very muted, very nice palette. And we got the we also got the little scissor thing that we are supposed to stitch the corners on, and also the little embellishments to go with it. You see the tassel and the rose, and there's a couple little beads in here, a couple little white beads, and a little metal thing that says "Made with Love." The little metal thing says "Made with Love." And then we got the fabric. It's kind of like a little bit of a mint green. It's like a little minty green fabric. Again, mine's an linen, so I have that. Alright, so that is the collage of stitches. Because, you know, every stitcher in their repertoire at some point will learn how to do specialty stitches. So that is kit number 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that would be kit number 6. Okay. Kit number 7. Yes, 7. This was one of the ones that got the most oohs and ahs over the weekend. So Carol Grant from Fireside Originals again designed another camp exclusive pattern. So I can't really show you the pattern, and I'm not going to show you the pattern, but this is called the Peacock Needle Case. And you kind of get the idea. So she gives you the finishing extra instructions on how to finish your needle case, but it's in peacock colors. And remember that fabric that I told you would see again? So because of the theme this year, they were keeping the colors all the same. This is going to be for the peacock needle case, you guys. So we have the fabric, the backing fabric. We have the batting. This is the batting to put inside your needle case, your needle book. This is the little felt piece that you'll put your needles on in your needle book. Here are the beads and just some of the specialty little little bobbins and little beads. You can see these little flower beads right here, but it's all in peacock colors. Look at these thread colors, you guys. Look at these thread colors. These are amazing thread colors. These are the DMC colors for the kit. And the fabric. Look at these colors, you guys. These are amazing colors. And it's peacock themed. So we have the scissor sheath. We have the scissor fob. We have the needle case. We have the strawberry. We have the we have lots of neat, fun things to do. So one of the other things I need to show you to go along with the theme this weekend. To go along with the theme this weekend, one of the other things that we were gifted was a beaded scissor fob. Okay. So our beaded scissor fobs came in this nice little mesh thing. I have them on my scissors. So I wanted to show you. Before I show you the scissors, I will show you the scissor fob. So I'm trying to hide the scissors from you guys. But this is the beaded scissor fob that we were also gifted. It has the lobster clasp up here and everything like that. So you can see the peacock button in the middle. Look at that. Beautiful, you guys. These things are just absolutely beautiful. So, as a thank you for donating some Ort jars as giveaways to camp this weekend. And so another lady also gave some beaded jars to everybody. So I brought home a beaded jar. There was 8 of these, 8 or 10 of these. And the beads are in peacock colors. So you have purples and pinks and greens and blues. And these were sat on each of the tables, and there's some loose seed beads in the bottom. You can see the loose seed beads. And there were little tea light candles. So the tea light candles were left on all weekend to create a little bit of ambiance on the table. Well, I brought home one of the beaded mason jars. So this was another thing that was left. So the lady that brought the beaded mason jars and me for bringing the Stitch 22 Ort jars were gifted to go along with the theme. The peacock theme, we were both gifted a pair of scissors, you guys. Look at these scissors. Oh my word. So I got these scissors this weekend, you guys. They have a really nice weight to them. They're really nice. I haven't used them yet. I need to get something, though, to protect the tip of my scissors. But I'm hoping that scissor sheath, the scissor sheath pattern that I have to make will nicely cover these. So all my peacock theme scissors, all my peacock theme things from this weekend, you guys, will go to my wonderful new scissors. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for these. These are really nice. They didn't have to do these for us, but yeah. Betsy and I both got a pair of these scissors. They're wonderful scissors. They have a really nice weight to them. I don't know how the blade is, how sharp the blade is, but I hope to tell you soon. But yeah, so I got a new pair of scissors this weekend, you guys. And that is it. Well, we got one more kit. So I will have to, let me put this kit away so I don't lose anything. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm actually going to put the bag that the beaded fob came in here, just so I know where that went to. All right. So that was kit number 7. that we got this weekend. One more kit to show you. This kit, this last little kit, was in our going away bag. So not only do we get a treat bag for showing up at camp to, you know, utilize at camp, we get a little treat bag for when we're leaving camp while we're traveling home. And usually in the going away bag is another little kit. So we got this kit. It's called a wool felt mitten. Got this little kit. So it's the instructions on how to sew your wool felt mitten with the stitching thing. So basically, you blanket stitch the heart to mitten you sew on buttons as a cuff, and use the ribbon of your choice, or use twist and cord to form a hanger. So it's a little button kit. So we got the we got buttons. We got buttons down here. A 2019 little charm to attach to it. And so we have the mitten shape and the heart shape and the thread for stitching the mitten on, or the heart onto the mitten. And the buttons and everything like that. So this is a neat little kit to do something quick. I don't know what I'll do with the mitten yet. So anyway, there we go. It's kit number 7, I believe. It's either 7 or 8. So there you go. Those are all little free kits that we got just for attending camp this year. If you're on the fence about going, I would recommend that you go because it's a lot of fun and everybody has fun oohing and awing over the kits. The shop does a wonderful job at picking out the theme and picking out the kits to go with the theme. Really wonderful. All right. So there you have it. All right. So now I will actually get into my purchases. So I didn't make too many purchases this weekend. Didn't really have to because I had all my stuff with me. But there were some charts that I hadn't seen. So those of you that follow Country Cottage Needleworks, you know their Snowflake Village, their Snow Village stitch along has started. And so the first piece is out, and now the second piece is out. This is the Skate and Sled Shop. This is part number 2 for the Snow Village. So I got this weekend. They brought this to me from the shop on Saturday, so I was able to purchase my copy of it. The shop is ordering these for us, so they're keeping track of which ones we got. So I got part 2. Okay. The next one I got is from Little House Needleworks, and it's called One More Stitch. I thought this was really appropriate because we were all like, one more stitch, one more stitch, one more stitch. So last night there was this newer stitcher that had come to camp. I don't remember if it was her first camp or not, but she was a younger lady. Friday night, she had this pattern with her, and she started it Friday night. She worked her tail off last night trying to finish it. All she had was the word needleworker left to put in her piece last night. So she started late afternoon yesterday and stitched and stitched and stitched and stitched. And she finally put her last stitch in her piece last night. So this one kind of reminds me of her. One more stitch. The lady's in the house right here stitching. But yeah, it says just one more stitch. And it has the little sampler alphabet down at the bottom. When I stitch this, I'm probably not going to stitch the letters. I might, though, because of the bobbin down here. But I probably will leave the letters off and just stitch this upper part so I can just get the one more stitch in there. But I think that would be perfect. The reason why I picked this up, though, so this kit was $23.50. There's no fabric in here. But the reason why I picked it up, you guys, I don't have too many Classic Colorworks threads, okay? This one came with all the Classic Colorworks threads that you need to stitch this. So, you have Classic Colorworks Eggshell. You have Classic Colorworks Black Coffee. You have Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler. You have Classic Colorworks Roasted Chestnut, Classic Colorworks Weeping Willow, and Classic Colorworks Old Blue Jeans. So these are all the classic colorworks that you need to stitch this project, and they all came in the kit. That is the one reason why I picked up this kit, was because it had all the flosses that you needed. I wouldn't have to go out and buy it. So the only thing now I have to do is pick the fabric to go with my flosses. But look at those colors, just beautiful colors. So that's the one reason why I picked up one more stitch. I have all the colors to do this now. So there's that. All right. So, I have a theme going on, apparently. So, those of you that have seen a couple of my videos know that I'm stitching the Erica Michaels Silkberry Scary Berry. And I'm doing it on the 40 count gauze that came with it. And I've also been collecting a lot of overdyed flosses. I've been collecting a lot of Weeks Dye Works and Gast flosses and Classic Colorworks flosses, because I've been doing a lot of patterns that call for them. And I'm really enjoying stitching with them. But my collection of them in the last, say, 2 years has just like exploded. So at the shop table at camp, they had a new one out that I hadn't seen before called Christmas Berry by Erica Michaels. Christmas. Look at that moose, you guys. That moose is adorable. So, of course, I had to get the silk one because it's on 40 count gauze. And, yeah. You'll see a theme for this, too, because I got some stuff to show you from the free table. So, anyway, there's that. All right? So, the last thing that I purchased, that was number 3. The last thing that I purchased this weekend, Carol Grant, who is co-owner of Cross My Heart here in Columbus, is also owner of Fireside Originals. She had this Christmas pattern out, and she had the model up on the table. She did one earlier called Silent Night, and the stars in the sky are actually Christmas lights, real Christmas lights that you can turn on and off. So the lights twinkle or, shine for you. So she also did a pumpkin. I don't know if any of you have seen the pumpkins, but the pumpkin that she did has purple lights on the inside of it. She said it was really hard to find the purple lights, but it has purple lights. She had the Christmas tree this year. So you see all these little bright white lights on the Christmas tree that are kind of glowing? Those are real lights that you turn on and off that glow. Yeah, and then it's like all the little decorations, like all the little balls, those use metallic threads. Or she used metallic threads. Those use chronic blending filament to decorate the lights on the Christmas balls on the tree. But you actually use lights on the tree. So I had to get the Christmas tree. All right, so that was those were the purchases that I made. Just the four patterns. So I checked out on Sunday. So from the free table. They weren't going to have a free table this year, but they decided, enough people requested it, that they decided to. And it was nuts. I went to an estate sale last year before camp, and I had a big, paper box full of old patterns and all kinds of stuff, Precious Moments books, blah, 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 and all that stuff from the estate sale. And I took the box with me this year. I remembered the box. I was at the gas station about 2 miles down the road and realized I forgot the box. Drove back home, picked up the box to take it. Wasn't sure I was going to put it out. It stayed in my car until Saturday afternoon when I got a cart, one of the luggage carts, and drug it up to the room with me. Put it out, let people browse through it. But anyway, went through the free table. You guys. So, let me show you this first. There were lots of kits, lots of old kits, lots of kit pieces and stuff there. I found this kit, you guys. It's a Janlin kit. It's a medicine wheel. This is called the Bear Medicine Shield. Okay. You guys, I don't know if you can tell by looking at the pattern. This is a full coverage kit. Full coverage pattern. Everything is stitched. Every single bit is stitched, including the background. But I got it because of the even weave in the kit. I opened up this kit last night. Take a look at it. It came with even weave, you guys. A big piece of even weave, because this thing is no small piece. Yeah. Came with a big piece of even weave fabric. It's just cream even weave. 28 count. I got it for the even weave fabric. It was on the free table. It was free. The other thing that got me, the amount of floss. Look at this floss, you guys. I mean, really. Look at this floss. 3 cards full. 3 cards of floss full. Plus a hank. Look at all that floss. And it's DMC. I looked it up. I opened it up last night and took a look at the piece, the pattern. It's DMC floss. Charted in DMC. Take this out so you can't see the pattern. So here is the color list. So you have card A, card B, card C, and the hank. This tells you the different color lists. I can show you the color list, but it's DMC colors, as you can see. Yep. And I will show you, let me show you just this one little part. You're not going to be able to see what this is. But it's full coverage. Full coverage. And it's pages. Pages. I can't show you all of that one, but you can see pages. Yep, pages. This one sheet back here is double-sided pages. Yeah. Pages of chart. Full coverage. Even weave fabric. Jamlin. So I got it because I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. 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 Yeah. 28 count. Over 1. Single strand. I'm going to do it at some point. But I think I also might try dyeing the linen. Or dyeing the even weave. You know, like a tan or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I want to play with RTLT dyeing, which is also one of the reasons why I got it. I figured for free, I could take the even weave and do something else if I really didn't want this. This is kind of cool, though. I mean, it's not really my aesthetic, but yeah, I might actually have fun doing this. It's all full coverage, and it's all over 1. I'm a sucker. Full coverage. Full coverage. There's a little theme to that, too, coming up. Okay? So there's that. Alright. I'm just going to take all these out. Put these back. A friend of mine was getting rid of some of her stuff for a friend. And she had this, Tiny Modernist, Columbus. I took it because it's cute. Tiny Modernist, Columbus. That's where we're from. This is the Levesque Tower. That's where Dylan and I are going to live one of these days. This is one of the other courthouse buildings downtown. I think this is the Nationwide building. Downtown. It's the downtown skyline. Levesque Tower. That's where Dylan and I are going to live one of these days. Yep. Columbus. Yep. So that was free. And put these away. Alright. Also on the free table. Because I'm a sucker for full coverage right now. Because, you know, Heaven and Earth Designs. This was on the free table. Retails for $10.50. Called Backyard Beauties by Diana Lair. Look at those birds, you guys. And yes, full coverage. All of the background is stitched. All of the background is stitched. And you know what? That would probably make a super stunning diamond painting. Just saying. Anyway, all that is stitched. I couldn't resist it. Birds. Look at those birds, you guys. Look at the chickadee. Chickadee. And I think that's a finch. A cardinal. Cardinals. And I'm not sure what that is. Blue jay, maybe? I don't know. I don't know my birds well enough. I know most of the basic birds, but I don't know my birds well enough to really know what kind of bird that is. But yeah. Let me just show you. Show you a little bit. Full coverage, you guys. Full coverage. Free. Okay. So, I'm a collector of mirabilia patterns. I like mirabilia. I'm not sure I have this one in my stash, though. It was on the free table. Fairy Idol. Carol from Cross My Heart, Carol Grant from Cross My Heart, also of Fireside Originals. She took the bunny right here and stitched that by itself. That bunny by itself is actually really stunning too. So, yeah, I'm not sure I have this in my stash. If I do find that I have this in my stash, this will probably be a giveaway at some point in the future. But, yeah, Fairy Idol, mirabilia, free. Had to take it. There were several Charles Wazaki Dimensions patterns up there on the free table, but this is the one I really wanted because of the Christmas. So I picked this up because of the Christmas village scene. But this is Wazaki Holidays. I really wanted it for this pattern here. I don't know if and when I'm ever going to stitch that, but free. So yeah. And it's pretty much, well, I can't say that. It's not pretty much full coverage. So, done on white. It'll probably have to be done on white, otherwise it'll have to be full coverage because I'll have to stitch all the white. So yeah. But yeah, I got it for that. Charles Wazaki Holidays. Wazaki Holidays. Free. Again, I don't know if I have this pattern in my collection. From that same estate sale that I took the box of free stuff to. This wasn't one of the ones that I donated. This wasn't in mine. But the estate sale that I went to, the lady was an avid quilter. And so she had a lot of Told in a Garden lavender lace and butternut road patterns because they were all about quilters and quilting and all that. Because they're Amish patterns. This was on the free table too. This is Blessed Be the Peacemakers. This is Peacemakers 1. I'm not sure if this was in the lady stash, and I'm not sure I already have this, but I picked this up anyway, figuring that if I already had it, I could give it away. But I'm not sure yet. So this is added to my stash. Nice classic. Then there was this little thing. This is from Bent Creek. This is the Halloween branch. This is Snapper's Little Squirrely Witch. And this is the branch part of the pattern. Apparently there's like three pieces. But the actual piece says, when the owl and witch together are seen, there's mischief brewing on Halloween. I got the branch, which is one of the reasons why I got it. So I got the branch part. So I have the branch and all of this stuff right here. I don't have the other two. I'm going to be on the lookout for the other two so I can do this whole thing. But at least I have the branch to stitch, and it still has the star, it still has the embellishments on it. So I have this. So if anybody could help me out and help me locate the other two, let me know what the names of the other two are. That would be great. I would love to get the other two. I have the branch. So I have the branch. So, free. Then there was lots of Aida fabric put on the table in various counts and various colors and various sizes and various states of used and not used. Cinnamon Coke. It's yummy. Picked up this really gorgeous piece. The color's not coming through. Really gorgeous piece of purple Aida. Oh, gorgeous piece of purple Aida. Royal purple Aida. No, it's not coming up. It's coming up. It's more red than it's coming up on the video. It's more of a reddish purple. Oh my god. And it's big, you guys. Big. It's 14 count. Look how big this piece is. And it was free. Score! See, I'm going to be trying to do more stuff on Aida because I'm beginning to see that there is a purpose to Aida. And, yeah, for the longest time I've been kind of a linen snob or an even weave snob, and I'm kind of beginning to see that there might be actually some use for Aida. So, I am going to start stitching more on Aida soon. And also I'm going to be learning how to dye using RIT dye techniques and stuff. Purple Aida, free. This piece is a 18 by 25 piece of 14 count Aida. Something purple. Free. So remember how I told you I got the Christmas berry and there was a theme to that? So the last 3 things I picked up from the free table, you guys, the last 3 things I picked up from the free table. First one, Time and Seasons. Comes with the 40 count silk. Calls for Crescent Colors, DMC Gentle Art Sampler Threads, and Weeks Dye Works. But look at that. This one has all 4 seasons in it, which is really cool. I've been wanting to start gathering 4 seasons things. You know, it has all the different 4 seasons in it. I have the 4 Seasons Heaven and Earth design. I forget the designer of it, but it's the one where like each edge is a season and it's really big. Yeah, so I have that one in progress. But so we have Time and Seasons. He has made everything beautiful in its time. So the sentiment on here is he has made everything beautiful in its time. That is the saying that's around here. I don't know if I'll stitch the saying. I might only stitch the seasons window. I don't know what I'll do with this. 40 count gauze though. That's still in here. Free. Holly sampler. Look at those cardinals, you guys. 40 count gauze. This calls for and it includes the gauze. The gauze is in here. DMC, Crescent Color Works, Gentle Art, Weeks Dye Works. Gauze is in here. I double check it, but I'll pull it out, actually put it back in the thing the right way. Double check, but I believe all the gauze is in here. If the gauze isn't in here, then I don't know. The gauze. Gauze. Yep, gauze is in here. Yay. So with all of these, the gauze is in here. Yeah, we checked most of the other ones. But yeah, I kind of picked up all 3 of these. I was like, oh, heck yeah. So we have the Holly sampler. These retail for like 16 bucks a piece. Free. And the last one, Welcome Grace. Little bits of wisdom. Welcome Grace. Includes the gauze. 40 count gauze. I have a lot of 40 count gauze projects now. This uses Crescent Colors, Gentle Art Sampler threads, weeks, dye works. Model is stitched on 40 count silk gauze provided in the chart back. Stitch count is 75 by 75 high. Yeah. Double check. Double check for you. $40 count gauze. There you go. Free. So, that was my free table haul. Okay? So, the box of free stuff that I took from the estate sale. So, there was a lot of stuff left on the table yesterday, late last night. There was a lot of stuff left on the freebie table. Stuff that people just didn't want. A lot of this stuff, I will admit, a lot of this stuff from the estate sale that I took with me to give away is older patterns, older styles, you know, just stuff that isn't necessarily in demand anymore. So I wasn't surprised that a lot of it didn't get taken. But what did get, you know, sorted through, I'm glad it found a home. But there was a lot of the other stuff that other people had brought that just didn't get taken either. So what I did last night is I went through the boxes again and pulled out some of the stuff that I thought I could give away. And put those in a little teeny box. So I went from a big box that was about like paper box size or bigger, down to a little box, little Amazon box about this tall, about like this. So I went from a box this big down to a box this big, okay, like the small Amazon shipping box. And I took, hold on. So hi everybody, sorry about that. Sorry about the little break in the thing. My mom was just Skyping me back from California to kind of give me an update on some work that she has to have done. So anyway, sorry about that little interruption. But anyway, so yeah, I was showing you, you know, some of my stuff. Yeah, free, all free. I think I walked out of there with the kits that we got during camp and everything like that. I think I'm probably, and all the stuff from the free table and the stuff from friends and just stuff in general. The cookies from Vanna Pfeiffer. I probably walked away with camp with probably well over $100 worth of stuff, you guys. Easy, hands down. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, that's all I have for you this week. This video is a little long, and I'm not going to apologize for that, but I had a lot to share with you. So at the end of this video, I am going to be attaching pictures and other little video snippets that I took over the weekend, showing you the hotel, showing you the camp, showing you, you know, my getting in the car to go. So without further ado, the rest of camp is following this. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you get something out of it. If you've never been to a retreat before, I hope you consider going to a retreat because they're a heck of a lot of fun. You learn a lot. You can get a lot of stuff out of them. You can meet a lot of fun people. You can make a lot of friendships. It's just really great going to camp. So I hope you've enjoyed my camp update video. I don't know when my next video is going to go up this week or in the next couple of weeks because Friday I fly to California to help my mom move. The movers come on the 12th. We get the moving truck for ourselves on the 12th. And I found out from Mom, too, that the shipping company for the car is coming on the 12th or 13th. And lots of things are happening in the next 2 weeks. So the next time I see you, I'll probably be back in Ohio. But I don't know if I'll be videotaping anything out in California or any part of our trip. I'm hoping to, but I can't guarantee it. So until I see you again, just keep on keeping on. And we'll talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed my Camp GottaStitch 2019 video. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Bye now. So hi out there everybody in FlossTube. This is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Friday, November 1st. It's sometime after 11 a.m. and I'm getting ready. I'm sitting in my car getting ready to head out to Camp GottaStitch. It's in Berlin, Ohio. It's about an hour and a half away from here. I'm getting ready to head on out, and I just figured I'd give you a little quick update and just let you know that I'm on my way. It's a very frigid, cold day here in Columbus, Ohio. Last night for trick-or-treat, we had about 18 trick-or-treaters. We were giving out full-size candy bars and comic books. We were hoping for some more, but it was wet and rainy most of the day yesterday, and the wind was blowing really bad, and the temperatures were dropping really fast. Some of the communities around Columbus had snow flurries during trick-or-treat last night, so it was pretty darn cold around here, and I'm sure the cold weather kept everybody from coming around. But we did have 18 last night, which was pretty good. So anyway, I'm headed to camp. I'm in my car. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but you can see there's some of my stitching stuff in the back, including some cider. Got more stuff in the thing, in the trunk. So anyway, I'm heading out. I'm going to be stopping to get gas here in a bit, so you're going to hear my car turn on. And yeah, so I'm not going to do like what Stitcherista does. A lot of times when she's headed to retreats, she records video, mainly because I'm going to be using my GPS and everything in my car to navigate. But anyway, you can see I'm kind of backing out. It's a very cold, blustery day here in Ohio, and yeah, so just kind of backing out of my driveway. And fed Rosie. I have to stop for gas. I have to stop for lunch somewhere along the way, and all that. So yeah, I have my hands free. Both my hands are not touching the phone, and you can see I'm just kind of driving through the neighborhood. A lot of the trees have lost their leaves now because of the wind. The ones that are still green will probably have no leaves in another week or two. Most of the really pretty red and yellow leaves have fallen off the trees in the wind, so the stuff that's still green will probably just drop and not change colors. But yeah, the peak color change season here is pretty well past, and in our neighborhood they're doing a lot of road construction and road work and sewer work and stuff, so the roads are pretty beat up. So I'm kind of taking some of the side streets through my neighborhood to bypass a lot of the road work. So oh my, so there's a lot of trucks up in here. I don't know if I can even get by. Yeah, I should be able to, because I just need to turn down the street. But yeah, they're getting ready to repave this road. You'll probably see the big Mack truck as I drive by it. Yeah, there goes the big Mack truck. But anyway, I'm kind of just trying to bypass a lot of the road work in through here. And sorry the camera's bumpy and moving and shaky. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop this now so you guys don't get car sick and you guys don't get bumpy sick and everything like that. I'm going to get gas. I'm going to hit the road. And next time I see you, I might be in Amish country. I might just be on the road. I don't know yet. So anyway, we'll see you soon. Bye. So hi everybody, this is Tina Fraser. I just pulled off the highway into Amish country, and this is kind of where we're at. So this is the Berlin Hotel. I'm going to try and kind of pull in here. There's a car coming in behind me, so I'm gonna have to pull around and park, or pull in and park. So anyway, there's a nice little complex out here. We're kind of out in the middle of everywhere. So anyway, I'm pulling in. There's Amish Country Theater out here. I'm sorry about the lighting. Lighting isn't exactly the greatest. It's a little after 2. I can't really check in until 3. So I'm going to pull over here and park and kind of show you around a little bit. So this is, we're kind of at the front of the hotel. I'll get out, step out for a minute, stretch my legs. But yeah, anyway, we're here at the hotel. Kind of give you a little view around. So we're in Amish country, you guys. This is in Berlin, Ohio. It's up near Millersburg, the heart of Amish country. So, anyway, so there's the hotel behind me. You see over here we have the Amish Country Theater. And back this way is the main roadway. You might not be able to see that, but anyway, I'm gonna pause this and turn the camera around so I can see what you're seeing. Alright, so we've made it to the Berlin Encore Hotel. They have the Amish Country Theater. Up the hill there's the Berlin Craft Mall and some other stuff. And there's the highway over there. And then over here is year-round Christmas store. I'll probably go over there for a little bit just to see. But anyway, there's one of the hotel buildings. And this is the Berlin Encore Hotel. So, yeah. This is where Camp GottaStitch is for this weekend. Alright, I'll see you in a few. I'm going to go inside and see about possibly checking in early. Bye! So, I made it. I'm on the elevator. I'm in room 703 at the Encore Hotel. Room 703. 703. My roommate is Pam Johnson. I'm not sure who that is. But I'm on the second floor. This is where the meetings are. This is where the meeting rooms are. So, here's the lobby where I was at before. So, here's the lobby. There is a fireplace down over there that's really nice. It's nice and warm up here. There's a breakfast eating area. Seems like a really nice hotel. Really nice. Alright, so I'm heading kind of down the hallway this way. Yeah, so. Alright, you can see the hallway behind me, but I'm heading down this way to the meeting rooms. So. Alright, so open the door here. More. This is a lovely area.
How are you, sunshine?
Good.
What's that?
Wow. Looks like a wedding down there. Prayer lounge. Yeah, they're getting ready for a wedding. Looks like there's stuff over here. Groom lounge. Meeting room. You guys. Look at, I think these are all of our badges. There's my badge. Right there. Alright, so there's my badge. Right there. This is the badges for this weekend. Nobody's in the meeting room. I was hoping that somebody might be here. But anyway, I'm going to knock on the door and see if anybody's in here. Hey, it's just Tina. I'm just checking in. Is Emily around?
She is upstairs in 604.
604. All right, thank you.
All right.
So, here we go again. I'm walking back to the elevator. I'm going to go check out. I'm going to go say hi to Emily and check out my rooms. So, it's going to be nice up here. Looking forward to this. Yep. Here's the view on the second floor, out the back of the hotel. Look at the horse grazing. The hills of Amish country. Step back over here. Here's another view out the other window. I'm gonna probably park my car back here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go say hi to Emily. Hey, I'm in room 703, so. All right, bye. So I'm exiting room floor 7. I'm in 703, which is this one. 703. 704. 703. Room 703. We have a nice view of an Amish farm. Let's go check out the window. We're right next to the laundry too. So we have a nice view. We have a nice view of an Amish farm. Amish farms. Look at that. Amish country miles around. Okay. Walk back this way. Ooh, it's a beautiful room. Look at those beds. Nice beds. Look at this. Nice hotel. Nice desk area. We have a fridge and a microwave. And look at this view. Look at this view. This view is spectacular. Our front-facing window. Look at that. Yep, we don't have a balcony like in the other hotel, but that's okay. Yeah. But anyway, so this is the view of the room from the window. And then, so we have the 2 beds. We have the microwave and fridge, the desk, the TV, a nice chair. We can connect the rooms. Interesting little closet space here. Open it up. There's an ironing board and iron. And then in here, we have the bathroom. It's a really nice bathroom. Really nice bathroom. And we have a tub. Come in here, check this out. We have a nice tub, really nice, and then back out to the hallway, and then back out to the door, to the rest of the room. This is room 703, the Encore Hotel, Berlin Encore Hotel. All right, there you have it. All right, see you guys in a few. I'm gonna go move the car and unpack, and then go get something to eat. So Heather and FlossTube, today is Sunday, November 3rd, and it is the last day of camp. Quite a few people have left. You can kind of hear the talk coming from the stitching room just down the hallway. I am standing on the second floor lobby balcony looking over one of the reception areas at the Berlin Encore Hotel that we are staying at. And just kind of wanted to give you a little quick update. Quite a few people have left. We've gotten a lot of kits. Several people have said goodbye, and we're just all kind of stitching now. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see much of the thing. Just to show you, look over here a little bit. So this is the reception hall area. There was a wedding in here last night. Really beautiful facility. But anyway, down that way is the hallway where the camp stitching room is. So anyway, just giving you a little bit of video. So this is the stitching room at Camp GottaStitch. Bye. Have a safe travels home.
Bye. Thank you.
So this is the video. This sewing room at Camp GottaStitch. This is the Sunday crowd that's left. Way over there in the teal shirt, kind of near the yellow sign on the wall, you can kind of see Vanna Pfeiffer and quite a few stuff. This is the camp shop that we have. All the stitching supplies that you could ever hope to want. Free stuff. Our food. Just everything over here. Everybody's still stitching. It's Sunday afternoon. Some of the people have left already. Some of the people are still stitching. Kind of walk you down over some of this stuff. There's some really nice things for sale. Some really nice models. Lots of things for sale. I don't know why these aren't on, but this is a new one from Fireside Originals. It lights up. This is another one from Fireside Originals. There it is. There we go. Using little Christmas lights. Whoops, sorry about that, you guys. So, it's another Fireside Originals. This is another really pretty Fireside Originals. Lots of neat little things. This is a cute little set. So we have the box in the middle. This is a mini Biscorno set. Look at that. Which is right here. Also by Fireside Originals. There's lots of stuff. Pick up my glasses on the way back.
Some of her furniture. She said something about a lift chair I had in storage from my mom. I will never ever buy it. She had been in.
Oh, it's okay. What do you need?
Now look at this. What is he saying now? She said, oh, I don't know.
There's stitchy stuff, stitchy tables, stitchy people.